What's up, guys? So this past weekend we had a pretty underwhelming Pokemon Presents in my opinion. We did get an update for Pokemon BDSP with Oak's letter and an update for Pokemon Legends Arceus as well, but unfortunately still no DLC for Legends Arceus at this point. But despite that, both of those two announcements are pretty exciting, but that's not what I'm talking about whatsoever in this video. In this video, as the title states, I'm pretty concerned about the announcement of Gen 9. Now, I'm not concerned that it's announced by any means, so please do not get me wrong. I'm excited and beyond happy that everything that I have been saying since Legends Arceus was revealed is coming true. And in case you haven't seen any of those videos, what I've stated time and time again is pretty much that Game Freak was testing the waters for a brand new direction for the franchise. And if you look at it, I was actually right for once. The brand new games are a spitting image of Legends Arceus, and I'm glad that they are actually keeping the open worldish feel and supposedly are actually making this the very first officially open world game in the mainline series of games, and also keeping the Pokemon out in the open, because honestly this is undeniably the very best thing about Legends Arceus, how alive and real the world now feels with just seeing Pokemon live their lives and interact with one another. But anyways, that's besides the point. So this video obviously isn't going to be all gloom and doom given that the little intro that I gave you. As you can hopefully see, I'm very happy about this news. But this is the part that concerns me. It's how quick this game is coming out. So, in case you didn't see or don't remember, they announced that these games will be coming out later this year. Yeah, that's right, later in 2022, within the same year after they released Legends Arceus. And when I saw those words on my screen, that is when my heart sank. So clearly one of my prime concerns is this game may be a little rushed. Now though, I'm beyond excited for these games, and that it's keeping the Legends Arceus aesthetic and feel, as I stated, it also looks pretty rough. And granted, this was also said about Legends Arceus time and again, and though the game definitely isn't perfect by any means, it is leagues ahead of what we were first shown. But also, we do need to remember that Game Freak isn't going to have the same time frame to polish everything and make the graphics look less choppy, I guess. Though I don't think that Game Freak really cares about the more insignificant details, because we all can see anywhere in Legends Arceus that the details aren't very well refined, and that's also evident in this game as well, with how the ground looks in that huge Times Square area. Now obviously that is just me being nitpicky. Aside from that, it does look for the most part pretty good. But honestly, outside of that one very concerning release date, I was teetering between thinking it was going to be a Gen 9 game and a brand new Pokemon Stadium, honestly. Because though the world and everything looks interesting, they only showed us one city and a pretty secluded house, with what I'm assuming the Pokemon Lab is in the background as well. And now, don't let me get ahead of myself, it could have been on purpose because they more or less did the same thing with Sword and Shield's reveal, but it's still another cause for concern nonetheless. If there is just going to be the one, then what's the point of making it, I guess is my question? I know that sounds bad, but there won't be any gyms for a gym challenge that is at least interesting to me personally, because half of what compels me to play these games is the sense of discovery and the thrill of exploring a new city. And if there isn't going to be that, then it'll just feel like Legends Arceus but again, and you're making us buy two of them because there's two different versions of the game. You see what I mean? It just feels pretty redundant if there's just going to be one city but in modern times, especially within the same year. And that's what my issue is if there's going to be only one city and it's basically Legends Arceus again, at least make us wait a year. But on a serious note, that's what my biggest concern is just that this game seems like it may be a little too dull. But as I said, I could be getting ahead of myself. Now obviously, I can't really say more because we just have the one trailer and we need to see more before I can say anything else. But since I did discuss the city a little bit, I think now is a good time to mention that this game will be taking place in Spain. Or maybe even a Spain/Italy type of region, since a lot of the architecture for this game looks like it's a little bit of both, and the cathedral that we see in the center of the main city is an ode to a very famous cathedral in the city of Madrid, and this will also be the second European region that will be introduced into the world of Pokemon, which is very exciting because I do love the look of this entire game so far, and despite that I am very cautious about this game, I do love how it looks, and I can't wait to see what the regional forms and new Pokemon look like. And with that being said, the last thing that I want to discuss are the Pokemon themselves. Now, obviously, we didn't get to see any new Pokemon that are native to this region, but at the very end of the trailer, we were shown the starters, which are Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxly. Now, I love Sprigatito the most personally, and all of them do look adorable, I do want to add, but I don't know how well that Fuecoco will translate to 3D, because it's a little too simplistic of a design, in my opinion. It just feels like it won't look too good in 3D, but that's just me, and again, we just need to see them before I can say anything else. And with that being said, what do you think? Do you share my concerns with the release date and the world feeling a little too empty? And what are your thoughts on the starters? Which one is your favorite? I would love to see your thoughts in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one.